This is our 2018-2019 Into Orbit robot for the Robot Challenge. So for this, what we have is a box robot design, as you may be able to tell by the fact that it looks like a box. I know, pretty crazy. What we have on it is the box shape allows it to line up against walls, and also allows it for easy attachment and disattachment of attachments, since it always aligns in a very simple shape. Last year, our robot had two motors too, or two small motors. These small motors, or actually medium motors I should say, used to face sideways. And that wasn't very good because the longer our attachment was, the bigger of a lever it was against our robot. So what we have now is them facing upward. This allows us to not only have to use, also last year we had to use pegs to attach the robot's claws to the side. Because of that, we've decided to make them go upward. With it being going upward, we can use gravity to hold the claws and to hold the attachments in place, rather than having to use pegs or some other form. Another thing we have with the motors is this dog ear design. This allows us to have couplings that can easily come off and on. What those couplings do is they attach to something like this. What that does is it allows us to more easily put the attachments on and off, still keeping it on, but also allows us to make stronger attachments. Because since we don't have to actually couple them together, we can just add this and then add it to a worm gear. And since it has a worm gears only work in one way, which means you can only spin it this way and this would spin. But you can't spin this and get the worm gear to spin due to the fact that it uses an odd form of movement. The last thing I want to mention is our three sensors. You can see the two color sensors here, but if you look closely, in between these two motors is our gyro sensor. The color sensors, as their name may suggest, sense color. What they sense is black and white. So say if we want to find a black line, we can go up to it and one of the sensors will sense it. But say we're off on the black line, we want to be perpendicular to it. So what we'll do is we'll have a program that makes it so that both color sensors are on the black line. This makes the entire robot perpendicular to it, making it so that we can do a lot of the missions that we wouldn't have normally been able to do without it. And last, our gyro sensor, which helps us with turning, such as with our turn angle program, which takes a value that we preset it to, and then it makes it so that the more the angle turns, the more rotations we need. So then we're able to reset it constantly, and it finally works. Take all these attachments and all these components together, fit together to form our basic robot and its design, which help us achieve many great things in our robotics competition. Thanks for watching.